All right, let's talk a little Joel Bitonio, guys. We thought we could get an announcement on his retirement as of yesterday. It turns out Joel doesn't appear to be retiring. Based off the dead money and the cap hit that he is costing the Browns this year, had he retired, it would have been able to be split up over 2 seasons, $23.5 million. He is now in the free agency pool, and the Browns are taking on a dead cap from Joel Bitonio of $23.5 million this season, which means Joel most likely appears to be playing his final season elsewhere outside of Cleveland.
I wouldn't draw the conclusion that he's going to play. I still think there's a
good chance he's going to retire.
Good chance he's going to retire.
Yeah.
But he's not coming back here.
I would probably put that third.
Okay.
I would say.
I know a lot of people assumed it was Browns or retire. You're saying it's not Browns or retire.
I never thought it was just Browns.
Good for him. If he want to go somewhere and have a shot at winning the ball,
absolutely.
Good for him. There ain't going to be nobody from Cleveland that's going to say nothing negative about that.
Jason, you know him better than we do. He doesn't care about the money, does he, at this point?
I mean, he's made a lot of money in his career.
He's not going to another bad team, is what I'm saying, if he does play.
No, I think he wants to play. I think if he chooses to play, I think he wants to play somewhere where he's got a chance to win with a successful quarterback.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
What's a good team that needs offensive line?
I don't know.
Patriots?
Buffalo. No.
He's from the West. Maybe he goes closer to home.
San Fran?
I don't know.
The Rams? I don't know if they need a guard.
Did somebody retire off their line? Or was it right tackle? No.
I don't remember. But anyway, listen, he's earned the right to do whatever he wants.
Green Bay.
I would rank it.
Just took
I would rank it retire, probably 80%.
Yeah.
Play elsewhere. Come back here. And the Browns are operated as if he's not coming back.
Right.
Whether he retires or goes elsewhere.
If he retires now,
it's over with.
If he retires now, the Browns still can't split up his cap hit?
No.
The void date was yesterday. That's why, and Jason, I appreciate you, I guess, clarifying it. I thought the fact that he did not decide by yesterday meant he had re-entered the free agency pool as an unrestricted free agent.
He can still retire at any time. He can retire any time he wants.
He is in the free agency pool.
So I guess all things are true. He is technically in the free agent pool.
Because you went under the assumption that if he was going to retire, he would do it now.
Done it already.
So he would not hurt the Browns. Obviously, that.
I think I don't know. He's probably wanting to shop around a little bit.
And he doesn't know the Browns anything.
See what else is out.
If you want to shop around a little bit, then that means you're still motivated to play.
I would still lean. I would lean toward retirement still. I still think he retires, but I think he probably wants to just hear some people out. Aditi's talked about that on the show, about when you spend your career in one place and all you do is lose.
Yeah.
Just go see what it's like on the other side. Take a year. Now, obviously, Joe was not interested in that, or he got hurt at the end.
Right.
Zach has mentioned before, I think Joel got to the end of the season and felt like he probably felt better than he realized. Maybe. I don't know. He had a little bit of a back flare up this year. He's dealt with back issues in the past.
And he can still play.
He can still play.
There's no doubt he's still a starter in the NFL.
And Joe,
he's not elite anymore, but he's still a starter.
What if he goes to the Atlanta Falcons?
I don't know who their left guard is, but I'd say that's
but why would? But they're not going to win.
Well, it's a system that he knows. It's Bill Callahan.
It's a better offense.
They're not winning a Super Bowl.
They're probably not winning a Super Bowl. No,
they can win it. They can win that division.
To me,
he looking like
and it could be he's like, hey, is there a good team that's going to give me a contract?
Right.
And if it's only bad teams, I'm gonna.
Who better than Kevin and Bill?
We just talked about he wants to win. The Falcons are going to be mediocre, at best, probably.
That whole division's mediocre.
They were tied with the first place record winner last
year. At 8-9.
That's the point.
They got a shaky quarterback situation, do they not?
They got Tua.
I mean, Penix is the starter if he's healthy. Tua's a backup.
But we don't know if Penix is any good.
I don't know.
So the Falcons are, they're a middle of the road team. They're not winning. We all know they're not winning a Super Bowl. So I don't know.
They're not winning. They ain't winning no Super Bowl. I'll tell you that now.
Jason, will you rank the 3 options for Bitonio again in the order you think is most likely? I know you said retire.
I would say retire would be 1, elsewhere would be 2, and returning to Cleveland would be 3.
Yeah.
I don't think put elsewhere over the Browns. Is it simply a winning thing?
Yeah.
He's sick of a lot of the.
At this point in his career, that's probably the most.
I think
he wants most, right?
Yeah. I think. I mean, Yeah, I think that's probably fair to say that he would like an opportunity to.
He's probably. I mean, he's got to be frustrated by all the losing and all the nonsense here.
What's a team that we just?
How could he not be?
What's a team that we assume is going to be in the Super Bowl next year?
I don't know if there's any team you can assume would be in the Super Bowl.
Or assume they had a chance to be in the Super Bowl.
Buffalo,
Kansas City,
The Rams.
Baltimore.
I'm trying to think of all
Seattle.
Rams, Seattle.
See, I don't know none of their line situations.
Yeah. Well, wish him the best of luck. It's going to be obviously would be weird, just like it was with Nick Chubb, to see him in another uniform.
Could he play right guard at this stage of his career? You know what I mean? Like he ain't going to play tackle.
No.
But
I don't know.
With the movement, the footwork, and everything, would flip to the other side. Could he move to right guard?
That's hard.
That would be a challenge, probably. This
I would think.
career.
I think he'd want to play
left.
Yeah. So I don't
especially
know.
if you're giving it one last go. I mean, why would you?
You're saying move to right guard because he's not as good as he used to be?
No, I'm just saying if there's a team that needs a right guard.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know the answer to that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's that outrageous to say that coming back here would be third, right? The Browns are operating as if he's not coming back.
Yeah. Right.
Or it's going to be a lot.
3 potential guards.
Or it's going to be a lot of people that's going to have to learn how to play the right guard, and it ain't going to be him.
Not here.
No, I'm saying if he decided to say, you know what, I want to go back to Cleveland.
Oh yeah.
Then and Zion, Tevin, and Elton is that left guard is solidified. You might as well go ahead and get on the right side.
Yeah.
Or you could trade one with somebody you just signed if he comes back.
I guess in theory, but don't you feel like they know he's not coming back to them?
Yes.
They've definitely operated as if he's not.
Otherwise, you would have brought him back because even though he's not as good as he used to be, he was still their best offensive lineman.
And obviously he can retire anytime, but when do you think the latest a team would be willing to give him to make said decision? Is it before the draft? Once the draft, you kind of have your
the trade deadline.
No, I mean,
there's always.
I would say after the draft, if a team goes through the draft,
way after the draft,
and
he could
come back during the season.
I don't think
he wanted to.
I don't think
it might not take him that long to decide.
Yeah,
but. If he wanted to, in theory,
he could take it to July.
Somebody would give him a job in July.
August,
whatever.
He can take it to the season.
Exactly.
Left guard go down.
Skip training camp.
He would be the first call that somebody would make.
100%.
Yeah, teams will go through the draft, and then if they didn't get what they wanted out of the draft, they may.
I mean, he'll probably make his decision sooner than that.
I would think so.
He's not going to wait till the season.
I would think.
If he did, somebody would still be. He wouldn't have as many options at that point.
Sure.
Because more spots would be full. But
unless somebody gets hurt in training camp, I don't know.
Conklin, Teller, and Bitonio are all free agents.
And
Jed Wills, who just signed with the Bears.
I remember Joe. I think it was on our show. I think Joe said he told Joel, play as long as you can.
Yeah.
Because once you quit, that's it.
There's
especially at that position.
That's not true. Tom Brady came back.
Well, this ain't no Phillip Rivers. Like when you're an offensive lineman, once you walk away, you're not coming back. I can't think of anybody who retired and came back as an offensive lineman.
What's his name? Tried to do it last year, but he failed his physical. The Lions.
Oh, the Lions.
Oh, yeah.
Ragnow.
Yeah, Ragnow.
Yeah.
I think he had just retired the previous
he had missed
season.
like 6 months. It was only...
Right, but somebody did it. They tried, but they failed his physical. So I think he might be coming back this year. I think.
I'm interested to see where my boy Taylor Decker goes.
Was he at Ohio State with you?
Go Bucks. He was.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on all the former Browns and where they end up with all three of those offensive linemen. Haven't heard a peep about David Njoku. Have you guys?
No.
And there's been a lot of tight ends that have signed.
Yeah.
Does it matter that he's a post-June 1st cut?
No.
I don't think so, right?
No, it doesn't matter. Wyatt's still out there. Njoku's still out there.
Conklin now.
Second wave.
Conklin might have to retire, wouldn't he? You think they'll be interested?
I don't know.
Is he still on the cap too?
Jack?
Yeah.
There's a dead cap hit on him.
They have a dead cap hit on everybody.
This is ridiculous, man.
But this is
how they're able to keep spending money.
Yes. It's the strategy of the cap keeps going up, so the percentage you take up is smaller when you kick the money down.
If the Browns were good, if the Browns were actually good at getting players, This would be a massive advantage.
I mean, Philly is probably the best in the league at manipulating.
Philly
the cap
does this to some degree too, but they're
degree.
good at it.
Nobody does it as good as nobody spends more. I shouldn't say nobody does good. Nobody spends more than the Browns.
Nobody.
Everybody assumes that the Eagles are going to trade Jalen Carter because they paid Jordan Davis.
I don't know. I don't think they're going to trade A.J. Brown. I don't think anybody's giving them a lot for him.
If Jalen Carter want to play here,
Yeah.
I'll take that. I'll take that deal.